Hey guys, back at it again today with another video, and as you guys see by the title, today's video is going to be on my favorite eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna break it down by brand, talk about the formula, just talk to you guys in general about my favorite eyeshadow palettes, because I always get a lot of questions. Hey Brittany, what's your favorite eyeshadow palette? Especially on TikTok, I always get a lot of questions. But before we go, please hit that subscribe button. It lets me know that you guys want to be a part of my family, and let's just grow. And also thumbs up this video if you guys are enjoying my content, because I'm having so much fun filming these videos for you, and I don't plan on stopping. So if you guys want to follow me outside of YouTube, I will have all my social media links down in the description below. So without further ado, I'm gonna make this short and sweet. Let's just jump right into this video. Alrighty guys, so let's talk about my favorite brand right now at the moment. It has been Cover Beauty. I've been raving about Cover Beauty. I've posted on my story. They just came out with their new Dreamscape palette, and guys, I'm obsessed. I want to tell you guys why I love Cover Beauty. Number one is I never found an inconsistency when it comes to eyeshadows and the quality of it, especially with each collection. All of it's the same. It's very consistent, and I love that. I know that when I buy a palette, it's going to be the same formula that I'm going to love, and I just love that about Cover Beauty. And also it's affordable. It's very, very affordable, and I am a person where I like to ball on a budget, and just the simple fact that their stuff is like great quality and just the price is right, you just cannot go wrong. Yes, I'm an affiliate with Cover Beauty like I mentioned before, and I do make commission, but that's not why I talk about it. Just want to show you guys what they have, and maybe you guys will be interested in purchasing it. So the first collection I want to talk about is the High Times collection. So they came out with 3 palettes, and another reason why I love Cover Beauty is because when they come out with palettes or collections, they sell it as a bundle, and you can also buy it separate, which I think is really dope. So I really enjoy that about the palettes, and each palette has a theme. I'm a sucker for themes. I'm a sucker for color. You guys already know how I roll. So the first palette we have here is called Purple Haze, and this is what she looks like in the inside. How beautiful is this palette, y'all? You guys know I love purples. Purples are my favorite color to play with, and the shimmers are so beautiful. I mean, look at the themes in these palettes, y'all. Like, you guys could create so many different looks using one palette, and I love that. It has the shimmers, it has mattes, it has metallic shades. It just has a lot. So this one is called Orange Pop, and last but not least, we have a Girl Scout, which I've been loving this palette. Look how pretty this palette is. I'm gonna show you this last collection. I really think out of all of the collections, these palettes right here are the best. This one right here is called Let It Be Magic, and this one we have is called Free Spirit and Wild Heart. Another one of my favorites, Bailey versus Kaylee. This has to be my most used palette. I mean, look at the color story. You got almost everything you need in this one palette. And also I love it because they always have the names on the back of the palette. So yeah, if I had to recommend anything off of Cover Beauty's website, it would have to be these duo palettes, because honestly you get 3 and you have a lot of colors. You have a lot of colors to play with. So definitely check out Cover Beauty. I also have a discount code, BRGLAM, if you want to save some money. Your card has to have $25 or more for my discount code to be applied. Also keep that in mind. But yes, definitely go check out Cover Beauty. Guys, so let's talk about the Anastasia Norvina palette. So I've never really purchased anything other than Modern Renaissance and the Amrezy palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And even then, I find that that formula is a little bit different than these Norvina palettes. I love them. The price, $65 for an eyeshadow palette. It's very debatable, but I had to have these. I don't know why. I love purple, and then I got this one to really challenge myself. So let me open these up and show you guys what they look like. So this one right here is the Norvina Volume 1 palette, and these eyeshadows, I've never had a problem blending them. I love the packaging. The only thing is it's not really practical to travel with these, but the packaging is very sturdy. I really appreciate that. And also I like the fact that the eyeshadows were labeled as 1 letter and 1 number. I thought that was really cool, especially if you are a creator. Sometimes you don't want to write the full name in the description, so it's easy to like label them in your description when you're trying to create a look. So I think that's really cool. And then I purchased Volume 3. Volume 3, and the reason why I purchased this palette is because I really wanted to step outside my comfort zone. I'm definitely a purple and pink lover, so when I see purples and pinks, I just grab it. But this palette I thought was very unique, and at the time it wasn't something that I had in my collection. So let me open it up and show you guys. This is what the palette looks like. Very different than a palette I had in my collection at the time. So it has like burgundies, greens, lime greens. So I really was intrigued when I saw this palette. I had to have it. Now when it comes to the price, I think $65 is a little bit too much, but as far as formula, they work and they perform, so you can't really get that mad at it. And I think they are a collector's item, so if you're looking to purchase this and you're not sure about the formula or anything like that, yes, the formula is really good, so I would definitely recommend these. Okay guys, so you know that I love Morphe eyeshadow palettes. I love Morphe. You guys already know I am a part of the BRGLAM fam, and I do have a code. I don't earn commission off the code or anything like that, but they do send me some products. Okay, so when I'm thinking about Morphe, my favorite palette from Morphe at the moment is the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. Now, even if you don't like Jaclyn Hill, you have to admit this palette is beautiful. When I tell you guys that the formula is bomb, if you are a purple and pink lover, this palette is a dream. I have created so many different eyeshadow looks with this palette. If you didn't really like the first one and maybe the colors are not really your thing, definitely check this palette out. The first one I liked it, but I really didn't use it that much, and I don't have it anymore in my collection. But this palette, I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her so much. So definitely go check this palette out. Now, the next palette I recently got, Morphe did send this to me, and this one is the Maddie Ziegler Imagination palette with Morphe. This is a collab. Now, when I first saw this palette, I was really quite intrigued. And this palette really makes me step outside my comfort zone, and I found that the formula is really nice. Now, when it comes to Morphe, collections are inconsistent, and that's one thing that I really don't like about Morphe palettes sometimes, that you don't really know what you're gonna get. But as far as these two palettes, they're very similar, and I do love them so much. Now, if we're talking about an older palette in my collection, it's Morphe 35H palette. She's a little beaten up, but I do love this palette. I always tend to play with these blues over here, and they're not really blues that I have in my collection. This palette didn't get that much love, and it didn't get that much hype or promotion. I actually ended up just seeing it in store and buying it, but I'm really happy that I did, because I love this palette. I just find that, you know, those colors that you don't have in other palettes that you need for transitions, this is a good palette. So if you're interested in getting maybe a different palette than you would normally pick, definitely check this one out. That is the end of this video. It wasn't that long, which I'm really happy about. I feel like I went into detail, but not too long. I hope that this video was somewhat informative, especially if you're deciding whether you want to purchase a palette or not. I really like making these videos because I know a lot of people always ask me these type of questions. So yeah guys, I will see you all in my next video, and yeah, bye.